DJ Envy's former business partner Cesar Pina appeared in federal court today. Pina is now indicted on charges for allegedly running a multi-million-dollar real estate scheme. Investigative reporter Sarah Wallace has covered this case from the beginning. She joins us live in Newark with what happened in court today. Sarah?
Shout out to Sarah with her arms out.
Well, Gilna and Adam, only our cameras were here as the man prosecutors say was the mastermind of that multi-million-dollar real estate swindle walked into court. He pleaded not guilty and was released with an ankle monitor on a $1 million secured bond. Hey, what do you say to all the investors?
No comment.
Cesar Pina headed to face a judge not willing to talk about the investors he allegedly ripped off in a massive real estate Ponzi scheme that
Look like he lost a little bit of weight too.
say included flipping distressed properties in Paterson, New Jersey. In the past, Pina, nicknamed Flippin' NJ, often did talk about investment opportunities with DJ Envy, his former business partner, radio co-host of the syndicated show, The Breakfast Club.
You might know him on Instagram as Flippin' NJ.
Envy, whose real name is Rashawn Casey, has not been criminally charged and denies any wrongdoing. The feds say Cesar not only stole from investors, but also laundered proceeds for drug dealers and bribed a Paterson city official. Some investors attended today's proceeding.
The question,
Oh, you doing a little bribery too? I ain't know about that part.
where is the money? Where is 80 to 100 million dollars in a Ponzi scheme? Where did the
What $80 million?
money go? And where is DJ Envy in all of this?
So do you blame Envy here as well?
I blame everyone that's involved. Everyone that's involved who helped promote this.
Also here, the self-proclaimed real estate scam watchdog, Tony the Closer, who had begun publicizing complaints from alleged victims on social media about the Ponzi scheme.
Shout out to Tony the Closer. I haven't watched his stuff in a while, but it's good to know he's still out there. Shout out to Tony the Closer.
In 2023, he had attended a New York seminar with Envy and Pina.
When I went to the real estate seminar at the Javits Center, it was full of black and brown Hispanic people and black people that wanted to learn real estate. In my mind, I'm like, wow, that many people in those rooms making that type of investment, you can just see how large it was going to be. There's homes and lives that are completely ruined.
What did you do with the money? Do you have nothing to say to all the investors?
No comment.
Pina, more talkative on the way out of court.
I'm looking forward
Everybody's more talkative on the way out of court. You relieved.
to my day in court. That's all I can say. And then we'll see where everything stands. You only heard one side of the story so far.
What's the other side?
You'll see in court.
You don't have anything to say now
I
to
don't have
all the
any-
investors?
I don't have nothing to say to anybody. Thank you, Sarah.
Both Pina and Envy face a number of civil lawsuits as well that are ongoing. By the way, the minimum investment to get into the real estate enterprise was $100,000. Live from Newark Federal Court, Sarah Wallace.
From how many people? I don't know all the specifics of this case, and I actually got this update from Pocket Watching with JT, so we're going to take it to him and see what he got to say about it. He probably can break it down a lot better than I could.
For New York.
All right. So we see where we are today, the indictment, what's going down, but we have to ask the question, right? Who is Cesar Pina? Now, that man that you saw with the Jerry curl, that was not the Cesar Pina that we were introduced to years ago. I want to be
Why? Because he switched up his style?
extremely clear. The guy walking around with the smirk on his face, right? Jerry curl dripping. That was not the Cesar or the flipping NJ that DJ Envy introduced us to. Let me remind you who this man was.
On October 15, 2018, The Breakfast Club introduced Cesar Pina, a relatively unknown real estate investor in New Jersey, onto the show as a featured guest. Recent lawsuits have been filed against Cesar and DJ Envy, alleging a Ponzi-like investment scheme that has taken millions from investors. It all started with this interview.
We got a special guest in the building.
You might know him on Instagram as Flippin' NJ. My friend Caesar Pena.
5 years later, numerous customers allege they were defrauded by Caesar. Over the past 5 years, DJ Envy has promoted Caesar as a real estate expert and trustworthy source for learning the game.
What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
Flippin' NJ.
DJ Envy and Caesar's partnership seemed innocent until Tony the Closer began receiving messages about investors giving the two money and not receiving any money back.
You have a criminal record, but your criminal record actually got you into this business.
Credit card scams, right? Credit card scams.
Yeah, so before that, from the age of 16 on, I was selling drugs. Back then, I thought nothing was going to happen. It was a white-collar crime, and I've done so much other things worse than that, right? At that point, I'm like, oh, this is nothing.
So many people were like, yo, don't mess with him. He's a con. He's a felon. He's a criminal. He's a this. He's a that. You know, don't mess with him.
All right. So let's just pause for a second. Let's think about everything we just saw.
I mean, just because he was currently, convicted of crimes or committed certain crimes does not necessarily mean that he is guilty of this, although it looks suspicious, particularly with so many victims, allegedly.
We have a man, DJ Envy, on one of the biggest urban platforms that you can find on the regular radio and on the internet. DJ Envy and the Breakfast Club, right?
Yeah.
And we then associate ourselves with a little butterball, Caesar Pena.
Call him a butterball.
Who claims to be a multi-millionaire real estate investor, but just so happens to also be an ex-drug dealer who went to jail for fraud. Now, listen, I'm just a humble, simple, small-town financial advisor. I'm not like one of these slick Wall Street guys. I don't deal with billionaire clients. But if you were to tell me that there is a guy you want me to invest with, and in his past, he openly admits that he was involved in drug trafficking and then went to jail for fraud, and then, as DJ Envy openly admits, now remember, he said this long before the allegations of the scam were out. Long before the allegation, the man said, you just saw, that people warned DJ Envy not to go into business with this man. They pointed out the reasons why he should not go into business with that man. They talked about how
Envy probably feel like he knew him, though.
He
wouldn't do that to me. That's how people get to think. He won't do that. That's my boy. That's Caesar Pena.
Used to be affiliated with drugs. They talked about how he went to jail for fraud, and DJ Envy, in the face of all of that, DJ Envy said, no, I'm going to give this man a chance. I'm going to give this man the opportunity to reform himself, and I'm going to present him to the urban and hip hop world as a
guru,
estate mogul that can give them the knowledge for, check this, generational wealth. Generational wealth. That's what he's going to do. He's going to help you get generational wealth.
Yeah, look bad.
Oh, shouts out to Tony the Closer. Tony confronted DJ Envy to his face and asked him some very hard questions.
And here's my problem with a lot of these situations is that very big platforms like yourself, man, like so many people respect your platform. You are a celebrity. You got millions of people that listen to you on a daily basis. You got a partner of yours who is accused of some very serious allegations. Millions of dollars have been alleged to be scammed at this point, right? I want to ask you first and foremost, when we start looking at these events, which starts becoming a marketing funnel, right? People start now coming into mentorships. They come to these events to be able to get game. But then most of these events, there's that same thing that you talked about that you don't like, the upsell. See, because I pay attention, right? You had a major problem with people who had live events and then they didn't teach much information, and then they do these upsells for higher mentorships, et cetera, investment opportunities. Well, it seems as if that's what's now happened with you and Caesar. Because now you're hearing the same exact thing that you said that you didn't like, which was these very outlandish prices as far as mentorships and plus $1 million plus people saying they've been defrauded out of money.
Well, for anybody that hasn't been to my seminars, the reason we created these seminars was because we wanted to teach people about real estate and get them into real estate without spending $10,000 like a lot of these seminars were doing. My whole idea was
But allegedly it costs a lot of bread to get involved. So he's saying he wasn't going to charge you $10,000 for the seminar, but later, once you get your loan approved,
have $10,000. I'd rather you use that $10,000 and try to put it into a house, a property, or whatever it may be.
And many investors trusted your business partner based off your relationship, right?
I'm glad that you said that. So now,
and I want to ask you a question. Like, as a public figure, how do you feel your responsibility for your actions and his actions, and how does your professional view on?
Reasonable question. Very reasonable question.
Don't let it play a part.
Okay,
how do you feel like? What do you feel like he your part is in this?
I love that question. So let me ask you a question. Me and you own a barbershop, right? The barbershop does well. On the side, and I don't know you. Are they gonna say DJ Envy's partner is a pedophile and I knew about it? No, nigga, I didn't know what you did on the side or what you was doing. Not the.
Yeah, but the problem with that is you're in the business that he was scamming in. You understand what I'm saying? It's like if y'all was running a kiddie beauty pageant and you dealt with all the kids and everything together, and then later on it come out to he that. You telling me in all y'all dealings at the kiddie beauty pageant, nothing appeared weird to you? He ain't hang out too long in the back or nothing like that? You feel what I'm saying? Anyway, here we go.
Even Caesar was doing anything right or wrong, because I honestly don't know. That's between them and whatever happened. But
you presented yourself as an expert as well. That's why it seems weird.
Did I say, here, take this money and give it to this person, or do this with this money? I never did.
So what did you do at the seminar?
I like keeping it real, right? So how has your business dealings been with Caesar? Does he owe you money?
Exactly.
We have an investment together that we're going to sell. He does not owe me money. We partnered up on a property. We partnered up on a property.
Does he owe you money, DJ Envy?
He does not owe me money. He does not owe me money.
Some of the lawsuits also mention Rashawn Casey. He's a radio personality who goes by the name DJ Envy. Casey often appeared with Pena at real estate seminars, but his attorney insists he's a victim too.
And DJ Envy also gave $500,000 as an investment, which he has not received back.
So what about what you said before? Is that not a thing?
All right. So let's kind of connect the dots. Let's take a second.
All right, yeah, break it down for me, JT, because I don't
dots here. We have DJ Envy, who is at all costs trying to distance himself.
Of course he would.
His business partner at all costs. Now, Tony asked him some very direct questions. Okay, very direct questions. Is not extremely hard.
Nope.
Very direct questions about his association with Caesar Pena. Right.
How well do you know this nigga?
His business relationship. How did his business relationship go? Now, at the time, DJ Envy tried to say that everything was fine with their business relationship. I mean, he made some money. Sometimes he made money fast. Other times he made money a little bit slow, right? But still, he had a good working relationship. Then when the ish hits the fan and big news outlets, not just a small person like Pocket Watching with JT, but when the big news started sniffing around and the federal government starts serving up indictments, now DJ Envy wants to play the role of the victim. Now he's a victim of Caesar Pena, and he talks about the $500,000 that he lost in a deal with Caesar Pena. So clearly,
and see, the problem with that is even if earlier he did have a good relationship and then later it turns sour, because generally that's how a bad deal goes. It starts out fine and then somebody leaves you holding the bag. So what I'm saying, even if that were true and he found himself owing or at a loss. It seems like he should have brought it to the people. You got a platform you on every day. Listen, y'all, I screwed up. I feel like that would have, not saying cleared his name, but it made him a little bit more reputable instead of once everything came out. Oh yeah, I'm doing bad too. No, I feel like you should have been the whistleblower since you were the one to bring him around. It's like, who brought him around? Only thing you could do better is expose him. Look, my bad. I brought him around. He dirty. Or is he? Or is DJ Envy even saying that? Or is he just trying to distance himself? Like, I don't want to say nothing. We'll see. But go ahead, JT.
Can't be involved in the scam if he got scammed as well.
Right.
But big shouts out to my brother Eli from What Happened to Common Sense. Eli gives us a little bit more detail about this $500,000 L that DJ Envy claims that he took. Now, he didn't want to admit it during the live interview with Tony the Closer, but after the ish hits the fan, he complains about losing that $500,000. But let's see what Eli has to say.
Yeah.
Follow the money.
Yo, shout out to Pocket Watching with JT. He going in. Deep dive.
Finance influencers are just marketing using social media and podcasts to sell hype. They have no real financial skills, and they take no accountability for leading the lambs to slaughter. Absolutely. And I want to get back to that because as you can see here, DJ Envy is clearly allowing this man to leverage his platform while allegedly owing him $500,000 and owing his business partner $150,000.
Which would be weird. Even if you didn't expose him, it seemed like you would have distanced yourself from him the second you felt like you was getting jerked. When did that happen? After the indictment? So you didn't know you was losing money until after the police, got involved? Let me know.
Now, let's listen to this right here.
What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
Flipping at Jay.
Join us July 31st right here at the Jacob Javits Center. We're doing a real estate seminar talking everything real estate from Airbnb to wholesaling to flipping. But not only that, you can partner with us on some deals. Make some money with us, your partner. And we'll see you July.
You can partner with us on some deals.
Us.
Come on, man. For those of you who are sitting up here saying, "Oh, give DJ Envy the benefit of the doubt," how? He was supposed to be receiving dividend when he's making this video. He is supposed.
It was us.
Be receiving dividends from Caesar, and he's telling you in the motion that he filed in court that he hasn't received any of the dividends. So we know for a fact he's a liar. We know he's on the Flip the Dow website. He lied there. And we know right here, while he's promoting a guy that owes him money, he didn't receive any of the dividends, but then saying you can partner with us. Why would he do that? It makes no sense.
All right, let me first try to give Envy some sort of a benefit of the doubt. Perhaps Envy wasn't on top of his own business. You know what I mean? Perhaps Envy was showing his face and lending his credibility without really doing his due diligence in the details on the back end, exactly what was happening, while Caesar was doing all kind of magical tricks with them little ass short arms.
I think it's time for us to have a paperwork party. Let's pull out the indictment.
Ouch. Now, timelines is going to really what's going to make the difference. Because if you claiming you were getting robbed and scammed at the same time, you were also saying, hey, come partner with us, that don't look good.
Let's pull up the indictment and take a look and see what exactly is the federal government alleging that DJ Envy's business partner did and the role that DJ Envy played in this criminal conspiracy. Right now, in the indictment, I want to be clear, DJ Envy's name is not in this indictment, but if we use common sense, if we read between the lines, there is a individual number one that sounds a whole lot like DJ Envy. I could be tripping.
Light skin, gold chains? Nah, I don't know.
I could be tripping. But just to show you here, it says, and this is the background and relevant parties. It says that defendant Caesar Pena, a.k.a. Flipping NJ, resided in New Jersey and held himself out to be a real estate investor and developer. Now, here's where I think DJ Envy plays a role. It says individual one, Pena's business partner, was a well-known disc jockey and radio personality who resided in New Jersey. Now,
maybe it's Funkmaster Flex.
I could be wrong. I may have a tinfoil cap on, but I'm pretty sure we're talking about DJ Envy. Now, this is important here. In the indictment, it reads that from 2017 through 2024, Cesar Pena ran a scheme to defraud investors. Okay? But the question should be, how did he get those investors? See, you can't have one without the other, right? What came first, the chicken or the egg? We've got questions here. If he ran a scheme between 2017 through 2024 to defraud investors, where the hell did the investors come from? Well, according to the actual indictment, the investors came from...
They came from DJ Envy and his prestige.
The influence and the seminars held with his business partner, individual one, who...
I ain't no lawyer. I ain't no financial person. I'm saying that's obvious as obvious.
Strongly believe is DJ Envy. Okay? Now, DJ Envy attempts to play both sides. In the interview with Tony the Closer, he talks about how people need to do their own due diligence. Do your own research. Don't just invest with a man because he's associated with me. But let's remember what he actually said in the
commercial
advertisements, right? In the advertisements, he says...
And I want to get back to that because as you can see here, DJ Envy is clearly allowing this man to leverage his platform while allegedly owing him $500,000.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The math it ain't mathing.
Under $150,000. Now, let's listen to this right here.
Listen very clearly to the words of DJ Envy.
What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy. Flipping at Jay. Join us July 31st right here at the Jacob Javits Center. We're doing a real estate seminar talking everything real estate from Airbnb to wholesaling to flipping. Not only that, you can partner with us on some deals. Make some money with us.
He says you can partner with us on some deals. Make some money with us. Hey, listen, I know the volume's low, so I'm going to help you out.
Right.
It's also transcribed. You can see the words on the screen. All right.
Not money with
I
them.
looked for a better version of this clip, and I can tell you, I think DJ Envy has done the best job he can to try to, remove this video clip from the internet. All right. It still exists, but I'm going to help you out. He says you can partner with us. Do some deals with us.
Podcast to sell hype. They have no room while allegedly owing him $500,000 and owing his business partner $150,000. Now, let's listen to this right here.
What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy. Flipping at Jay. Join us July 31st right here at the Jacob Javits Center. We're doing a real estate seminar talking everything real estate from Airbnb to wholesaling to flipping. Not only that, you can partner with us.
He says not only that. Now, remember, in the interview with Tony, he said that he was only in it for the education of the real estate seminars. He just wanted to educate the people. He wanted to give people generational wealth. He wasn't about upselling and private classes and investment opportunities. But right here in this ad, now remember, this is an advertisement. He says, not only are you going to get education in real estate, but you can partner with us on some deals. As Tony said, in those type of real estate investment seminars, you come in, they talk about real estate investing, but at the end,
they want some money.
Upsell. And the upsell, according to the indictment, was to partner with DJ Envy And Cesar Pena, as he said in this advertisement, partner with us.
And that's definitely somebody you will feel is safe. You feel me? You're like, oh, it's DJ Envy. I would love to partner with DJ Envy. He's he's an important figure. He wouldn't do me dirty. You would definitely feel more security if he was dealing with somebody with such a recognizable brand on the Breakfast Club and all that other stuff.
It was the partnering with them that was the Ponzi scheme. That was the Ponzi scheme, giving money to them. Now, there are some super red flags that we have to talk about here. Now, we're here to play around in the drama of the whole story, but we're also here for a lesson, right? As a lesson, I'm here to try to give you some guidance from a person who is actually licensed to give financial advice. Now, here's a huge red flag. We already talked about the red flag of investing your hard-earned money with a man who is self-proclaimed to be an ex-drug dealer, a convicted criminal for...
Take it easy on the ex-criminals. You can't change your life, man. It don't happen a lot, but it happens, y'all.
Oh, that's clearly a red flag. I think 99 people out of 100 would agree that giving your hard-earned money to a man who was involved in drug trafficking and fraud is a bad idea.
It's at very least risky. Let's say that.
Clear number one red flag. But let's talk about red flag number two. This one is a little bit more subtle. All right, a little more subtle. One of the people who were a victim, according to the indictment, was promised a 30% return on their money in 5 months. Okay? 5 months. Let me explain to you how outrageous of a promise that is. According to the indictment, victim number one was told that if they give Cesar Pena, business partner DJ Envy, $100,000, that in 5 months they would get the $100,000 back
plus
$30,000 in 5 months. Please.
It's DJ Envy, baby. I trust him. Come on, let's go.
Pay attention to this part. That type of return is outrageous.
For real?
Why would
because it was DJ Envy, he probably know a way to do it.
One give you a 30% return in 5 months on your money when they could go to a bank and get a much cheaper loan? Let's just use basic common sense. If it sounds,
because he's DJ Envy, he want to help you. He want to help the community.
Too good to be true, then it is too good to be true. $30,000 on a 5-month, $100,000 loan.
It's a nice flip.
They're losing money to get you in this deal. You think you're getting this great opportunity to build generational wealth. You think, oh, lucky me, DJ Envy and Cesar Pena are sharing their great real estate knowledge. And out of the goodness of their heart, they're going to allow me to invest my little $100,000, even though, remember, these people are supposed to be multimillionaires. Never forget that. These people, both DJ Envy and Cesar Pena, claim to be multimillionaires. But for some odd reason, they're short $100,000 and they need to get it
just a little bit short. Let's get down with me.
From you. Clearly, something's going on here. Maybe DJ Envy has invested in too many cars and he can't liquidate enough assets in time for this deal.
So you're going to get you, Joe Blow, to get in there with him so we can get this money together. Maybe you can even come on the Breakfast Club.
Oh, he's a multimillionaire. Even though Cesar Pena, multimillionaires, they're short $100,000. And guess what? Guess what?
What?
You get to be the lucky person to put in $100,000 in only 5 months.
Thanks, man.
You'll get your $100,000 back plus a $30,000 interest payment. Lucky you. But what actually happens here? What actually happens is you end up involved in a multi-million-dollar Ponzi scheme with a man walking around looking like this. Like, look at Rico Suave Pena now. Rico Suave Pena with this Jerry curl. Now, I mean, look at this man.
Shout out to Pena and the Jerry curl dreads. Anyway, if you want to see this full video, check out Pocket Watching with JT. The title of the video is Scamming NJ, Ponzi Scheme, UGG Trafficking, and Bribery. Pocket Watcher Reacts. And then I'm reacting to the reacting. Some people don't like that, but I don't know what to tell you, nigga. It's a meta reaction.